Good morning. It's Midas from CVRE. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday and that you had a great week. I'm pumped. I'm energized. I had an interesting couple of days. Went down to California for a second to help out a couple of friends unload a bunch of tablets for the nonprofit RS Griffin, and they're basically delivering these tablets to a whole bunch of people that might be interested in crypto across the country, specifically to get them interested in Pulse Chain and Hex. The tablets were purchased and manufactured overseas by an anonymous donor. So far, we have about 1.2 million units on the ground. And these will go out to people who probably have never heard of the blockchain before. And it's a very easy way to get some exposure to the ecosystem. It's a free gift. The average being worth about $5 to $12 a piece, depending on how you look at it. And we have a cost basis of zero, which is a cool little perk. So thank you to whoever purchased those and got them made for us. It's a very nice gift and a very nice bonus for all of us to be able to use them. So if you'd like some of those, I encourage you to reach out to SJ or RG and do whatever it takes to get yourself a box and use them. It's an easy way to get some exposure. The Fed chair has been named to replace Jerome Powell. It's Kevin Warsh. And I've heard him speak a couple of times, but most notably, he's not exactly the most dovish guy out there. He actually is for responsible fiscal policy. And we may see that he has a balanced approach in his new appointment, but he's not anti-BTC. He's actually very much pro-crypto. And because of where we're at economically, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he follows the cues from the Trump administration to continue to drop rates, continue to pump assets throughout the rest of 2026, especially since we have the election coming. I posted a couple of snippets from him on X. So if you haven't seen those, go hop over there and take a look at him at those snippets. It's pretty interesting what he's got to say. I think he'll be a sharp guy and probably an ally of crypto long term. Last night, I spent about 2 hours with the software development team that's helping me design the tokenization platform for CVRE. And it looks slick. It looks so slick that I'm getting anxious. And usually when I get nervous and anxious, it's a good sign. It means that we're stretching beyond what is normal for me. And I just want to give you a little bit of insight into what we're building without talking in too much detail. Right now, the architecture that is being built, the same architecture right now is ready to tokenize anything that generates yield or revenue, or that could be used to do so. Whether that is a taco truck or a piece of art on rent or a building that had appreciation only or a business that had a solid revenue stream, all of those things could be tokenized using the exact same architecture that we have built currently. And I'm excited to show you what we've done. I can't show you yet because I have to talk to attorneys to make sure that whatever I put in a demo, when I actually put it in front of you, I don't make any statements or anything that is incorrect or do anything that would set off alarm bells for anyone else. So I have to talk to attorneys first, and then I can put it in a video, and then I can release a video, or maybe I'll just release like a test to maybe 20 or 30 people, so we can have some people clicking around and testing it on some kind of test net to allow you all to click around a little bit. That's what I hope to do here in the next while. We also, of course, are paying for a full audit of this software, which will happen shortly. That leads me into the next conversation related to this piece of tokenization software. Once it's online, because it will allow us to tokenize an apartment building, a single family home that's generating rents, and because I'm going to push it away from myself as far as direct control, we're going to have a governance system set up that will over time take control of how it operates. It will allow for a good deal of decentralization. In my head, I still want to maintain some kind of veto power, so we don't have people making stupid proposals, maybe trying to seize complete control of the protocol, or introducing something malicious like a project that is intentionally too large or too ambitious. And maybe people with inexperience think it's a good idea, and so they dump a whole bunch of money into it. And someone without experience maybe has a controlling vote, and then it gets escalated to the point where it gets out of control. We're trying to figure out exactly how to manage those types of situations, and I think we can manage it as a group. The guys that I'm talking to have rightly said that typically in a large body of people, there are people with experience that are able to point the majority in the right direction, but we're exploring those ideas right now. One of the things that's happening on Pulse Chain that's really interesting is they have successfully completed a privacy integration of a software called Railgun. This is currently happening. It's available right now. And it uses ZK P2P technology. And what that is it allows you to onboard and off-ramp from Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, Revolut, Cash App, and some other services. In the beginning, just $100 every 24 hours. But then after 5 days, it goes to every 12 hours. And then after that, it goes up to $500 in the same time period. And then after that, it goes to like $2,000 in the same time period, and then down to 6 hours. And then eventually you graduate to being able to do $10,000 transfers every 3 to 6 hours through those same protocols. And it does it using zero knowledge proofs privately, meaning that your identity is not revealed to the person who is facilitating the transfer to the blockchain. And that money comes onto the blockchain in the form of USDC and is transferred to a wallet of your choosing, separated from your identity. In the same way, the money can be off-ramped back to you, separated from your identity until it hits your bank account or your application of choosing. What this means is that right now, transactions on the blockchain can be completely private and be completely separated from your identity. And this is something that has existed in crypto before, but has never existed this smoothly before, and as integrated as it has before between so many different blockchains. They are attempting to integrate as many as 40 blockchains all at once to be able to use this technology. And I believe right now they're at something like 4 or 5 integrations so far. I have to check how many are included at the moment, but it's a number already. So far, ETH is included. I think BNB is already included. I have to check what I know. But you can go check it out at Liberty Finance or libertyswap.finance and see what's included. This is very interesting because what this would mean is that you could use the CVRE tokenization platform to on-ramp and off-ramp money completely privately, separated from your identity, to tokenize and to off-ramp the yield from that tokenization completely privately. Also, there are a number of corporations now around the United States who have explicitly said that they are doing point-of-sale transactions directly from crypto back to the US dollar. Walmart just announced in their application OnePay that they are accepting transfers from a crypto wallet to the application OnePay, and then at the point of sale, converting Bitcoin and Ethereum back to the US dollar for purchases. This is a big deal because it means that you would never have to reveal your identity to Walmart through the form of a credit card in order to do a transaction. You could actually do it through an application the whole time. And if you consider how many of your transactions on an annual basis account for lifestyle transactions, cost of living, maybe everything but your mortgage, it's a significant amount of income that you could create from crypto back to the US dollar and do so relatively privately from the blockchain itself. Those times are coming, and they're coming faster than we think. Something to consider. Something else that's happened in the last 4 weeks that is super, super interesting is there was a piece of software released called Claude that got really popular really fast and then had a whole bunch of security issues. For a second, let's set aside the security issues and just talk about what it is and how powerful it can be for the average person who is not a tech person, and what it will mean in the next 6 months. Agent swarms are AI agents that would be able to do tasks for you in whatever profession you're working in while you are away from your terminal, away from your computer. So in my case, in real estate development or in construction, I send emails, I make Facebook posts, X posts, I draw up estimates, I do follow-ups, I send text messages, I sometimes have to create a visual product like an ad. I do research. I compile data. I draw plans, things of this nature. All of these things happen on a device like my phone or like the laptop that I'm talking to you on. What Claudebot allowed people to do, and what's now called Moltbot due to copyright issues, it allowed you to, from a messaging app like Facebook Messenger or Telegram, to allow this AI agent to access all of the tools on your device, all of them, as many of them as you wanted it to have access to. And then from my other device remotely, from my cell phone, if I was out somewhere, I could then send sentence commands to this AI and have it pull tools to do tasks that otherwise I would have to be sitting here to do. So imagine if I had given it access to my email, my QuickBooks, my Excel spreadsheets, my Facebook, and I had said, create a Facebook post in which I talk about the benefits of buying real estate in Logan, Utah, highlighting the fact that real estate is more expensive than it has been in previous years. So maybe now time is a good time to build to rent. It would then go look at the data independently, draw up a Facebook post, and then it could actually, after I approved the post that post if I had given it approval to do so. This is incredible technology because I could give it 5, 6, 10 tasks on 10 different tools simultaneously to do a whole bunch of different things just by giving it sentence commands. And then it could be working in the background while I was doing something else. This is taking one person, $1 million gross revenue companies to one person, $10 million, $20 million, $30 million gross revenue companies because of the amount of work that could be covered by a single individual and a single agent swarm doing multiple tasks simultaneously. Now, the issue is the security. that comes along with it. Because if you have this bot, this agent that has access to all of your data simultaneously, uh, it 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 creates access issues. It could go and find things that you don't want it to find. It creates public data issues that maybe you don't want it to create for you, and it can make mistakes. So that's what's being discussed right now in the tech world in the background. And right now, for non-tech people like me, I'm not a tech person. This is something that I couldn't use confidently, except for maybe a couple of applications, and feel good about the security risks associated with it. So I'm currently not using it, but I'm excited about the potential applications. And those applications will probably be coming in the very near term. And I think that's true for a lot of industries. So if you're in an industry where you have traditionally been in a people management role, a sales role, an organizational role, or a leadership role, start thinking about how you would be able to use an AI agent and apply that AI agent to multiple tasks that you're currently doing throughout the day, administratively, to reduce the amount of things that you have to do. That's coming in the very near term, probably 3 to 6 months. Okay, that is the update on what is going on this week. If you haven't looked into what we're doing over here at CVRE, we're building a real estate tokenization platform. We are close to the finish line. We are, let's say, I think we're at like 357 wallets and a market cap just under 4 million right now. Bitcoin's going down. Oh, Bitcoin's going down right before they passed the Clarity Act. Oh, I wonder why. Why would they want to scare everybody out of the market right before the Clarity Act gets passed? So consider a potential buy in CVRE and maybe in crypto in general. I think there's exciting times ahead for a lot of people. This is Midas from CVRE. I hope you have a great weekend. Reach out anytime with any questions you have. Oh, and I'm sitting down next week with another real estate developer who someone else set up the meeting and said, hey, this is what this guy's building in the background. You should probably hear about this. And the guy was like, yeah, I want to sit down and take a look at what's going on here. There's demand for this stuff in the market. And it's coming from people who are not crypto people. So be ready for a very significant wave. It's coming soon. Talk to you later. Bye.